What's up, Skyhawks? Welcome back to the Skyhawk Talk. I'm your host, Catherine Sweeney, and today I'm very excited to introduce the senior forward captain of the women's soccer team here at Stonehill, Hannah Anselmo.
Hi, pleasure to be here.
Thank you for coming on. Okay, I want to get to know you a little bit more. If someone met you today and had absolutely nothing to do with sports, what is one thing that you would want them to know about you?
It's hard because being an athlete, I feel like that's like literally your whole personality growing up. And it's like such a big part of your identity. But I think one thing that I would want to tell people that if they didn't know me is like I'm very like adventurous, or like I love trying new things and having new experiences and trying new food. I love to cook. I really enjoy cooking. And I'm really competitive, so anything that I do, I'm like, I need to win. So that would sum me up. And I'm very like goofy, and I'm very big on like, just be you, like be your own person, because like you're made like so uniquely, and like people get to experience so many things in life, and like you should be proud of like who you are, and just like be that authentically always.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Honestly, I think my favorite thing and my best dish is like two different things. So like I think the best dish that I've ever made is like that I always make a lot is chicken cutlet with vodka sauce.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Oh my God.
It's so good. And then I really enjoy cooking. I do like cooking pastas because like I like cutting the vegetables and I like prepping. Mm-hmm. But I really like cooking steak. I feel like steak is like a hard one to cook because like if you go a little bit over, you go a little bit under than what you like prefer. It's like it's rewarding when you get it correct.
What do you prefer with steaks?
Probably like medium. Oh, did you hear me? Medium.
Yes. Valid answer. Very nice answer. Okay. So you're very social, very competitive. Mm-hmm. Does that show up more in soccer or in your everyday life, do you think?
I mean, I walk into the locker room and I'm like dancing and yelling and screaming and like being stupid. So I would say like it shows up in soccer a lot, like me being social, me being competitive, definitely in soccer. But in like day to day, like in our suite or like with my friends, like we'll play a game of cards and I'm like, I'm so into it. Like I need to win. Like I'll move your cards off the table. Like I need to win.
Yeah. What's your favorite card game?
I actually don't know the name of it. We just started playing this new game where like we called it anxiety because none of us like know what it's called. I think it's similar to Spit.
Okay.
But we called it anxiety, but it's like basically you put a card down and if it's a 9, you can either play an 8 or a 7. Mm-hmm. But you can't stack it, so you can't play a 9. And you have like a certain set amount of cards and you can only hold 5 at a time, but you have your own deck and then like other people play. And you have to like go before they go. So if they put a 7, you're about to put a 7, like they get the 7. And then you can't put the 7 down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's like really like quick. We've been playing that.
That's a great name for the game.
Yeah. That's why we named it because darn Maddie keeps like freaking out every time she like start screaming and stuff.
I cannot. Okay. So you mentioned that you like trying new things and experiencing different things. So is there something that you've tried recently that surprised you that you really like?
No, I mean, recently I've been, like, really enjoying skating, but that's something I've done, like, my whole life. I just think because it's been so cold out recently, like, it, like, gets me more in the mood to, like, go skating, or, like, ponds have been frozen, which, like, I grew up, like, skating on a pond with my family, and, like, my sister figure skates, so, like, I've done, like, a lot of skating. So I've really enjoyed doing that recently, but I think something that, a new experience that I'm, like, trying to move towards, which I haven't, and I think it's more of a mentality than, like, an experience, is, like, I really want to be present and, like, wherever I am and, like, really, like, take in what's going on around me. I think, like, this past season, like, even the past 2 seasons, like, I've been so focused on, like, accomplishing what I need to accomplish and, like, setting goals for myself because I'm so goal-oriented that, like, I don't even know, like, what I'm doing. Like, people have asked me, like, what's your favorite accomplishment at Stonehill? I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I have zero idea because I'm so worried about what do I have to do next? Or what's the next thing that I have to do? Or what's the next goal that I have to set for myself that I'm not even focused on what I'm actually doing? So I want to be better at being present and like really being fulfilled in what I'm accomplishing right now and not focus on what I have to accomplish or what I should set for myself, because like you only get one life that we know of. So like I really want to experience it fully, and the only way to do that I think is to be present. So I haven't done that yet, but I'm trying to move towards that. And I do really want to travel. So.
Where would you want to travel to?
Well, I'm Portuguese, so I really want to go to Portugal. I've never been out of the country, but I will be going to Punta Cana in a month. So that's the first time I'll be out of the country. But I really want to go to Portugal. I really want to go to Egypt. Ooh. Egypt is really cool. Yeah. I really like the pyramids and the whole like desert vibe. I think it's fire. Greece is cool. You
don't even get me started about Greece.
I know you love Greece. So I would go to Greece. Like, it's a cool place, cool area. I feel like everybody likes it there though. And then I would want to go to like somewhere random. Morocco. I really want to go to Morocco.
Yeah.
Not that it's random, but I've like
so cool.
Morocco's so cool.
I think sledding down the sand dunes,
like snowboarding down it. I've been seeing videos of that, like also, or Bali. I see so many people in Bali, and I'm like, wait, I might move there, low key, like just for fun.
Okay, well, let's get a little bit into your background of soccer. So, soccer runs really deep in your family, and you have 2 older sisters that played. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got into soccer? Did you ever feel like you had to keep up with your sisters, or did you want to carve your own lane?
Right. So my oldest sister right now is 33 years old. Mm-hmm. So it's an age gap.
Yes.
And then my other sister is 29. So we're like 7 and 12 years apart. So I'm like very baby. So like I have more of a sibling relationship with my middle sister, but my oldest sister is very like mom figure, like in that role. So like I didn't really like compete with them. My middle sister was very similar to how I played. And then my oldest sister was a defender, left-footed, very fast, very athletic. And then like me and Alexis were more like technical and skilled like in that area rather than athletic. But I kind of got a piece of like both of them. Mm-hmm. Alexis went to the public school. I went to a private school, like across the street. Alexis had a record at her school, and I like tripled her record at my school. But that was the only type of competition we kind of ever had, was like the talk with like all the newspaper articles and like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, Hannah like has this amount of goals. Alexis, you only had this many. But Alexis would always be like, I went to Division I public high school and you went to Bishop Conley, which was like a private Catholic high school. You don't play as good as teams. So that was the only type of competition we had. But as far as like influence and like me carving my own lane, I've always been very driven like in this aspect of my life. I really enjoy soccer. It's like an outlet for me. Whether I was angry, whether I was sad, whether I was happy, like I wanted to play soccer. And I kind of like, a lot of people don't do this obviously, but soccer is such a like cultural sport, like everywhere, like in Europe, in South America, in literally everywhere. It's like so prominent. And I think it's like such a beautiful sport, like when it's played like creatively and like it's like an art. Like there's like this one player, you know, Neymar Jr. Yeah. He's like so creative that like watching him play is literally like, oh my gosh. Like the way some people probably think of like listening to a choir, like that's how I feel like watching soccer sometimes. Like when I watch people play that are like so creative. And I think that's what kind of drove me to like be like as passionate as I am about it. Cause I feel like I'm like expressing myself when I'm playing, like I'm being creative and I'm like trying new things and like, I don't know, like I try and like relate it like kind of like to Neymar. He's like so creative and it's like literally what he's doing like literally looks like art. It's like so like crazy the things that he's trying. And my sisters just like have been the greatest influence on me like in soccer and life. They are my biggest fans. So like from a competition standpoint, I don't think like Alexis will always be, I'm better than you. You know that I was better than you in high school. Like if mom used to take me all the way around the world like she did with you and like have you go play on an elite ECNL team and like all this stuff, like I would have been better than you. Like that's just like the competition we have. My oldest sister is like thinks I'm the best soccer player that's ever touched a soccer field. Like that like mother, like, oh my God, my kid's the best at everything. Like that's Alicia. Whereas Alexis will come to my games and I'll like dribble out of bounds or like do something bad. She's like, oh my God, you're awful. Like like from the stands. I'm like, are we serious? So, but like from a supportive standpoint, like they've really been like my backbone with soccer and like pushed me to be successful. And like they're always that, like, supportive face in the crowd that I always, like, see. They're always there, and I don't know, like, they're definitely a big role in soccer. And my voo, which is my grandfather, he played professional when I obviously wasn't alive, but he was much younger. He played professional, and then he went into the war and went to, like, I think it was Angola. He was, like, in Angola in the war. But he played soccer for a long time. So growing up, I didn't have a babysitter. Like, I just went to, like, my grandparents' house because both my parents worked and my sisters were in school because they're so much older than me. And I would spend, like, hours with my grandparents. So, like, my vo was always, like, cooking food and, like, yelling at us to stop kicking the ball in the house. And, like, I was always playing with my voo all the time. And my vo would be like, Hannah, like, relax. You need to lay down. Go take a nap. Like, very, like, coddle. Like, my vo coddles us. Like, I think that's just, like, part of the Portuguese culture. And my vo would, like, go outside and do stuff, or, like, he would go to mass or whatever, and I would, like, be playing soccer, kicking the ball. My vo would be like, Hannah, sit down. And she, like, tells a story she thinks is, like, the greatest thing ever. She'd be like, Hannah, I used to tell you all the time, go sit down. Like, she tells all her friends this. And I would be like, vo, I can't. Like, soccer's my life. Like, I can't vo. Soccer's my life. So, like, it's very rooted in, like, my family and my culture. And, like, part of me, like, really wants to, like, make all of those people proud and, like, keep playing for that reason, not only because it makes me happy, but I really enjoy, like, satisfying the people in my life. And my sisters are important to me. Like, my grandparents are very important to me. So, like, I think that's part of the reason why I'm so passionate about it. But I don't think there's, like, a really strong competitive force that my sisters gave. It's very, very supportive and very, we all had our own different lanes, and I definitely look up to them, but not in a competitive sense, surprisingly.
Well, that kind of goes into my next question, which is, do you think that coming from a soccer family shaped how competitive and disciplined that you are now?
Yeah. I mean, like, everything me and my sisters did was, like, so, like, competitive. Like, I was, like, 3 years old, and it would be snowing out, and I had my little snowsuit on, they stick me in the hockey net outside and, like, blast shots at me. And I come inside with, like, red on my face. My mom's like, what's going on? And my sister's like, oh, she was the goalie. Like, I wasn't the goalie. I was standing there. You're hitting me. Like, I wasn't the goalie, but yeah, definitely, like, my sister's super competitive. Like, we can't even play Monopoly. Like, my sister's knocking the thing. Like, the whole board is off the table. Like, very competitive, my family, for sure. Just definitely learnt behavior. Like, I'm sitting playing cards with the girls in the suite, and I'm like, stop. It's my sister, bro.
I can't. The poor 3-year-old in the hockey net getting absolutely
like
nailed
little welts, like, from the cold ball.
Oh my God, I can't. Well, let's kind of talk about your recruiting journey. Take me through that. How did Stonehill get brought to you?
Yeah. Obviously, for, like, any athlete, the recruiting journey is so stressful, and, like, it's such a pain. But honestly, like, I did not have a good experience, like, with my recruiting journey. I wasn't on, like, I was on a team, I played on an ECNL team, which is, like, the highest you can get before. It's, like, sometimes DA is labeled higher, sometimes it's not, sometimes they're labeled even. So I played on ECNL, which is, like, basically the highest that you can get. Like, the highest amount of exposure, the highest amount of talent, the highest amount of quality of play of soccer, like, for our age. And it was expensive. It was a lot of traveling, like, and when you would travel, you would play and the coaches would watch you and whatever. And I didn't play a lot on one of my teams for, like, 2 of my most important years. So your junior year is really important, and, like, the end of your sophomore year is when you're allowed to talk to coaches. And I didn't play a lot. I didn't have a great relationship with my coach at the time. He didn't value my play style, and I should have went to a different team, but I really liked my team. I was there forever, want to stay with them, whatever. Ended up staying with them, and then my junior year, I'm still not committed. I don't have a lot of film. I went to Scorpions, which is a different club. I had a phenomenal coach, great relationship with him. He really valued my creativity. He really valued, like, how good I was, regardless of how tall I was, how strong I was, which is, like, rare. And he was close with Alex, which is my coach. And he was like, why don't you make your list? Like, we need to get you committed by this summer. So this was, like, my junior summer that I went there. Like, I literally basically wasted my whole year at a different club. And I was, like, kind of in a, like, bad position. Like, I was like, I need to get committed. Like, and obviously when you play ECNL, like, the goal is Division I soccer. Like, if it's not Division I soccer, it's like it's not frowned upon, but it's like you're looked at a little bit differently. So that worried me a little bit that like I might not be playing Division I soccer. So I had my top schools, which were like BU I was talking to, and Bryant and Sacred Heart, and then Stonehill was my safety school.
Okay.
So my coach never came to any of my games because it was so late in the year and I wasn't playing in my other club, so I'm not going to invite coaches to come to my games. So Stonehill was just like on my list, like, this is my safety school, it's Division II, like, they're in a great program, like, I can go there, it's close to home, whatever. I went to an ID clinic here, which is like, basically, do you know what that is? It's like basically like a ton of kids can sign up, anybody can sign up, you go and play, the coaches all watch.
Yeah.
And then like maybe they'll reach out to you, maybe they won't. Mm-hmm. And that's what I had to do because I didn't have a lot of film. I didn't have games. I needed to get committed before our season started. So I was going to a lot of ID clinics. And I came to Stonehill, and it was like a tri-clinic. So it was like Bentley, Stonehill, and Assumption. It was all the top like D2, like any 10 schools. And I think that because I was like, this is my safety school, like I was like, I'm not probably going to go here. I was very relaxed, and I was just having fun. I was being very playful and like playing soccer and enjoying how I was playing. And I played really well. And my coach was like, reach out to me, and ended up like giving me an offer. And at this point, this was like my third offer, but like it was a much better offer than the other ones that I had. And I knew that coach here valued me. I knew that she was going to play me, and that's what was important to me. Like, I can go to a Division I school and I'll be on the team, but I want to play soccer. Like, I love the sport. I'm not here to like sit around and not play. Like, that's not, I worked so hard to get to this point. I want to play. So, and I knew that I was going to play here because she really valued me as a player, and you know, like, I wanted to be valued wherever I was at, because I was already in a position where I wasn't valued, and it made me like really dislike soccer. So I wanted to love soccer. I wanted to go somewhere where I was valued, so I decided to go to Stonehill. I didn't even tour school.
Really?
Like, this is what I mean. Like, it literally was like very like, all right, whatever, I'll just go to Stonehill. And I accepted the whole, like, I'm going to go Division II. Like, it's okay. It is what it is. Like, this is where I'm valued. Like, I'm going to go where I feel like I'm going to be happiest, and that was here. So I commit to Stonehill. 3 months later, coach puts us on a Zoom. So we're going Division I. I'm like, like, I'm like, thank God, let's go. Like, I'm so excited. But at the same time, like, I just accepted I was going to go Division II.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go Division I. Like, what? Like, I was like, what the heck? So I was excited, but I was also like, I was a little bit conflicted, but whatever. I ended up coming here, and thank God I came here, because I literally could not have asked for a better team, a better coaching staff, a better experience, better accomplishments, a better career. Like, I'm so satisfied with my choice to come here. I'm so satisfied with the people I've met. I'm so satisfied with my career. And I think satisfaction is something that's very difficult for me to find as a person because of like how driven I can be. Mm-hmm. And I am so grateful that I decided to come here and play here. And I'm very satisfied with that, which is very rewarding for me. Yeah.
That's pretty important.
Yeah, very important.
What was the mindset shift that you had to make from, okay, I'm accepting the fact I'm going to play D2, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, crap, let's go, I'm playing D1, but oh my gosh, okay, now I'm playing D1.
That was the commitment that I was already expecting to make to a team. Like, I was already expecting to go Division I. Like, literally when I went Division II and Stonehill was my safety school, like, it was like not what I was expecting. Mm-hmm. And so like my mindset, I don't think ever shifted like that much to like, oh, I can kind of be more lax because it's Division II, or like I won't have as many hours. Like, none of that really registered in my brain. I think knowing that I was going to be able to play like myself and it be valued and me not be overlooked if I came here, that was my mindset. Yeah. Be yourself. Yeah. Play as yourself, because that's what got you here, and that's what like raised attraction to you as a player. So do that there. Like, that was my mindset. I don't think I had any shift of like, oh, I'm going from Division I to Division II, or we're going from Division II to Division I. Like, none of that ever clicked. I think maybe if I was at the school already and it was Division II and then it went Division I, I would have, but it never like occurred to me that at all.
Okay. Just wondering. All right. let's look ahead a little bit to your junior year. You guys had a pretty huge undefeated run your junior year.
We did go on a win streak.
Yeah. What made that team and that point of the season so special?
Well, that was the first year that we could compete in playoffs because of the whole NCAA rule when you switch divisions. That team, we had some fifth years come back, so we had a pretty good leadership group. We had great work ethic, great drive. I think the turning point in that team was when we started winning in our league. It was like the first two games were like, wait, we can do this. Like, it was almost like a realization where we're starting to win, and we're like, you know what? We are a good team. Like, we do deserve to be here. Because the first year we got pummeled, like, every game. And out of conference is still so difficult. Even now, it's so difficult. Like, you're playing against Dartmouth. You're playing against Brown. You're playing against, even BU is like a great school. Like, we're playing against really top teams. And then you go into NEC play towards the second half of your season, and you've just been absolutely destroyed for the first half of your season. It's so hard to keep your confidence and keep your motivation and keep your ambition and drive to continue to show up and play well and play at your best. And that year, we ended up beating Howard, one of our first games. And then we beat St. Francis at St. Francis. And I remember at that point, when we beat St. Francis, I was like, I think we can have a playoff run this year. Like, I was confident that, like, we could do it. And we had great leaders. Our, coaching staff was good. Like, it's the same coaching staff. Like, we all knew each other. We've been playing with each other. Now, at this point, we also have almost all the girls that were there were Division I commits. So, like, there was no one there that was from Division II that was, like, didn't sign up for that Division I, mentality, or didn't sign up for that Division I, hours in a week and all that extra commitment. So it was like everybody, for the most part, that was there was Division I commits. Like, they knew what they signed up for. They knew the work that they had to put in. They knew all of that coming in. So it was like that mentality was there with them. I think that was definitely a difference in the two teams, or I guess the four teams that I played on, because your freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. I think that was the difference between my first 2 years and my third year, was that everybody was knew the commitment. They knew how they had to show up, and they knew what they had to bring to match the level of play that we needed to match as a Division I team.
Yeah. How would you describe the culture of Stonehill women's soccer to someone who was thinking about joining the program? After everything that you've experienced, the first 2 years were super tough. You guys had to really push and pull through. And then your last two seasons, how different the change was. How would you describe the culture?
I think our culture is very unique, but at the same time, the word that keeps coming to my head is family. And I think when you go through a lot of tough things with someone, when you have a lot of setbacks and you go through a lot of obstacles, you grow a bond with them. You share something very special that you went through, and you overcame. And that's kind of how I feel with the team. We went through a lot, and then we kind of were rewarded for it in the second half. My first half was oh, God, this is a lot. This is hard. I'm having trouble staying motivated. And then the second part was oh, we're doing it. We've made it this far. We've built ourselves up to get to this point. And I think a lot of the times I had to lean back on a lot of people around me to keep performing and to stay motivated. And I think that's what makes our team so close and so family-like. It's I feel like I'm playing with my sisters. The support I have from everybody on the sidelines, the support I have from everybody on the field with me, it feels like family. It feels like it's loyal. I trust them. They care about me. It's compassionate. It's empathetic. Those are things that I would describe our team as. Is it's really like a family. Even I'm not on the team anymore now. I practice with them sometimes still, just to stay ready. But I hang out with them. I go and see my team. I hang out. They're my friends. I love those girls, and we have such a great relationship. I'll hang out with them socially. I'll hang out with them in a school setting. I'll hang out with them in a soccer setting. I love those girls. They're great people.
That's so important to have such a strong bond on a team.
Oh, absolutely. It literally shapes everything. Culture shapes everything on a team.
Yeah.
Especially from the coaches too.
Yeah.
And most of us have a very good relationship with coach. And I think that also was the difference was our captains had a very good relationship with the coach our last 2 years. And that communication is really vital for a team to be good and for honesty to exist within a team. So I also think like that was a really big vocal point of our team was like our trust with our coach and our trust with our captains being the voice for the team to the coaches. Mm-hmm. It's like a difference maker for us.
Yeah. So you're a forward. Mm-hmm. So as a forward, how did you balance the individual performance with team success?
Yeah. I had such a tough time with this my sophomore year. A lot of the times when we weren't winning, I grouped myself with the team my freshman and sophomore year. Like if the team wasn't performing well, I felt like I wasn't performing well, and it was really affecting like my confidence, and I had to switch my mentality my junior year because I felt like I was like taking steps backwards as a player because I was so focused on the results of our team, like if we're winning or losing, and I was letting it reflect on my play and my self-confidence and my self-worth as a player. So I had to change my mentality a little bit. And my junior year, I set goals for myself. Like I set a standard that I wanted to reach. And I set out for that every single game. Like I wrote down and planned every single game. Like I want to do this in this game. I want to have this many assists. I want to have this many goals. I want to do this. I want to do this. And that really helped me because when I was scoring or when I was getting an assist, if we were losing, I was still able to stay motivated for the next game so that I could show up and be my best for my team the next game. Whereas before, if I wasn't scoring, wasn't getting an assist, and we were losing, I was so down. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not performing. We're not performing. I need to do better. So I changed my mentality my junior year, and I focused more on my individual performance. And it ended up getting, I don't know if it was luck, I don't know if it was what it was, but because I focused on my individual performance, my team performance was also better. Like we performed much better my junior year. I don't know if it has any tie, if it was luck, but it ended up working out for me. And that change in mindset of like me focusing individually on my goals to make sure that I stayed motivated and to make sure that my self-confidence stayed up and my self-worth stayed up so that I could perform at my best for the team was the best way for me to go about that.
What are the biggest motivators for you?
God. I would say my sacrifices that I've made. Like, this is something that's never really like talked about or something you would never see in like an athlete unless you ask them is like growing up, like I said, like I traveled a lot, like around, like driving New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, flying to San Diego, flying to Colorado to like play and like showcase myself for coaches. And I missed out on a lot. Like your friends go out on Fridays. I couldn't go out on Fridays. I had games Saturday, Sunday. Your friends hang out on Monday night. Oh, I have practice all the way in Lancaster, an hour and a half away. That's 3 hours in travel and an hour and a half practice. That's 4.5 hours out of my evening, and then I go home and go to bed. So I sacrificed a lot. Like every athlete, regardless of what division it is, sacrificed so much to get to the point that they're at that I think that is one of my biggest motivators is like, you've done so much to get here. Pick your head up. Like, you've sacrificed so much to get here. Pick your head up, keep going. I think another motivator for me is just my passion for the game, and I think that's from my family and my culture. It's a way for me to express myself that doesn't feel forced. It's a way for me to be myself that doesn't feel forced or feel like I'm being watched or judged on how I do something. It's so like natural for me to play soccer and express myself through soccer in every single emotion that I feel. And I think that's from my family. And then also my support. Like, watching people support you, wear your, like, jersey number on their back or wear your last name on their back is, like, the best, like, feeling. Like, knowing that you have a backbone if yours falls through. is like a great feeling. And I think that is what kept me so motivated, as well as like myself, like my sacrifices and my family and my support, I would say is like my main motivators.
Talking about your sacrifices, was there ever a moment where you questioned, is this all worth it?
Absolutely. I think every athlete goes through that. Like, there was a time, like I said, like I didn't have a good relationship with my coach. And everything in life is so keen on your, like, brain. Like, your brain controls so much. And my mental game in soccer was so diminished from this specific coach that I hated soccer. Like, imagine you're driving an hour and a half after school, a school day, to go play soccer, and this guy's verbally just, like, coming at you the whole time for an hour and a half. And then I drive an hour and a half home, do my homework, go to bed. I don't want to do that. Like, you've made this unenjoyable for me. So, of course, there was a time where I was like, I want to go out with my friends. I want to go bowling. Like, I want to go do the random stuff that kids do. I want to go to Chili's and go have some chips and dip. But I can't. I have to go to practice an hour and a half away for this guy to tell me that I'm not good at soccer when I literally spent my whole life trying to do that. I've tried my whole life to be good. And it felt like every time I was going, I was trying to get his approval. Like, and that felt to me like it wasn't enjoyable. Like, I'm not playing for myself anymore. I'm not playing because I want to express myself. I'm not playing because I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I'm playing because I want you to think that I'm a good player. And no athlete should play because they want somebody to think that they're good. They should play because they love it. And I strayed away from that in high school, and I really wanted to quit. And the only reason I didn't is because of me wanting to satisfy the people around me, which maybe isn't the greatest example to stay into something, but I see it as support. Like, I had so much support riding on me, and so many odds that were like, Hannah, you can do so well. You can do this, that it helps me to believe in myself and to stay true to soccer, and I'm so glad that I did, and I never quit. But yeah, I definitely reached a point where I was like, I don't want to do this.
It's tough.
It is definitely tough. And I would argue that probably almost every athlete goes through it. And it's just like, it's such a sad feeling because it's like it really is the first thing you like fall in love with. It's like, I'm like obsessed. I'm like infatuated with soccer. Mm-hmm. And still to this day, I'm infatuated with soccer. It's like insane. But there was a time, it was very love-hate. You know, like sometimes I hate it, sometimes I love it. Right now, I love it. I've loved it for a while now.
Good. Well, I want to look at a more positive note. This past season was huge for you. Everyone buckle up for a second. Let me just go over all of your accomplishments from just your senior season. You were named NEC Offensive Player of the Year for a second season in a row. You're the first Division I Skyhawk. I might be saying this. Is it NEWISA?
Yeah, Nuisa. NEWISA, whichever.
First Division I Skyhawk named Nuisa All New England. You were selected to the Nuisa Senior Bowl All-Star Game. You landed the USCA NCAA Division I All-North Region second team. You got all NEC first team honors. You were named Top Drawer Soccer Team of the Week twice, a 4-time NEC Prime Performer for this season, and a 2-time Player of the Week. I'm out of breath. That's a lot. Those are huge accomplishments. Do you ever stop and think about how far you've come since your freshman year?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, remember I said to you I need to be more present? Like, somebody asked me basically the same question. Like, a friend in my life was like, Hannah, what's your favorite accomplishment that you've had at Stonehill? I was like, I have no idea. Like, I literally don't even, like, I haven't even thought of it. Like sometimes, like, you're getting, when you get rewarded something, you're like, it's nice. But I was always focused on the season. When I'm getting awards, I was like, I want to make playoffs. Or, like, I want to do this. And now my focus is, like, I think I want to play pro. So, like, you forget to be where you are. And I really struggled with that. Like, this past season and last season, like, I don't think I've sat down and really been like, dude, you had a sick career. You had a sick college career. Like, that's awesome. Like, be there, be present. And I'm upset that I wasn't more present my senior year and just, like, knowing what I was doing. But like now, like looking back and like hearing you like list things, it's like so awesome. Like to know that like you've worked so hard and like you got that reward, like you got what you worked for. It's super rewarding, and it's so like satisfying to feel like everything that you've done like come together, and like it's almost like you can like I did it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite though. I don't know if I have like a favorite accomplishment. I think my favorite accomplishment, honestly, I think was playing in the playoffs at Howard. It was like such a surreal feeling, like making playoffs with a team that's been in Division I for not even 3 years at the time. So that was a really fun accomplishment for me. But I don't know what my favorite one was. I also
There's
really
so many.
I also really like I really, really wanted to get back-to-back player of the year. I think that's like really cool.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you do it once, good for you. You do it twice, it's not luck. You know? Like some people would be like, well, she scored goals and she did this, but I did it twice. So
You're legit.
So you can't tell me it was luck now.
No.
And I had a coach at Mercyhurst. We played Mercyhurst, and I scored with my left foot, which is like my weak foot. And he said to his team, I was running back, "That was a lucky goal, lucky goal." I was like, I'm like, are you serious right now? We won that game 3-2 though. Got him.
Okay. Looking a little bit outside of soccer, you're majoring in business management.
Yeah.
And you have a psych minor. Mm-hmm. How did you juggle academic?
Double
major.
Catherine.
I'm sorry. Double major. How did you juggle having 2 majors with soccer?
Honestly, don't know. I think it's like when I'm in structure, when I'm in routine, I feel like it's easier for me. Like I would honestly argue that like in the off season, it's harder for me to stay on track with school than it is when I'm in season. Because in season, I know that I have this amount of time to do this, I have this amount of time to do this, and this amount of time to do this. So, and we have a lot of bus rides. So I was able to like when I'm on the bus ride, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm sitting there like trying to do homework, or Robo's telling me to do homework. So like I think it was easy for me in season to juggle all of those things because I had specific times and I had a lot of structure with it. Whereas when I'm not in season, it's a little bit harder. But I think the most important thing is time management. Like knowing how to manage your time is the most useful skill, especially as an athlete and just like in life.
Mm-hmm. Has studying psychology helped you as an athlete?
Honestly, I feel like sometimes like when I like am in psychology and they're like telling me like I'm learning these things about the brain, I'm like, it kind of freaks me out sometimes. I'm like, oh God, like what? Like what's going on? But I would say that it has helped me a little bit with like your reframing of your thoughts, like how you frame something to your brain and to yourself is really important. And I think that helps a lot, like as an athlete, to like frame things in a certain way so it benefits you, so that it benefits your actions as an athlete. I think that's helped me, and I think it also helped a lot with my leadership, like just knowing when and how to communicate certain things.
Yeah, for sure. So kind of looking ahead, what's something that Stonehill Soccer has taught you that you will take with you after graduation?
What is something that Stonehill Soccer has taught me that I'll take with me after graduation?
Either about yourself or dealing with teammates or people.
I would say perseverance. Like, I know we like briefly discussed like our non-conference play and our conference play, and our non-conference play being against such big schools. We got knocked down so much, and to have the perseverance and the drive and the ambition to get up and keep going and try again and go another year and wake up at 8 a.m. and go to lift and wake up at 6 a.m. and go to lift or go to practice. Like, it's a really hard commitment, and when you're not being rewarded anything with the commitment, it's hard to continue to do it. And it teaches you to keep pushing and like persevere whatever is in front of you. And I think that's one thing that I'll definitely take from this program in my experience.
Yeah. So what are you most excited for next, on or off the field?
I think I'm really excited just to, like, have my own life. Just to, like, choose to do what I want to do. And, like, I really am money-driven. So I'm really excited to, like, have my own money, do my own thing with money. I really want to travel. Yeah. I think I've been here for 21 years. I love America. But there's so many things that I could be seeing. And I don't want to be stationary for my whole life. So I think I want to see, like, everything that I can. And just experience new things and, I don't know, like, try and have the greatest experience that I can with what I've been given.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited about. I do want to play professional. I'm getting in contact with agents and talking to some professional teams in the USL League and the Canadian League. It's very difficult because I don't have the big brand school on my back, but I'm doing my best, and if it happens, it happens, and if not, it doesn't. I'm very satisfied with how everything went here, so I won't be discouraged or disappointed if it doesn't happen, but I would love to continue to play for just, like, a couple of years just to, like, get that experience.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank God I went with the safety school, right?
Yeah, seriously.
I know.
Thank God.
Thank God.
My last question for you is, what is one piece of advice you would want to give your freshman year self?
Work hard. Like, you can be the most talented player on the field, and if you don't work hard, it's not going to matter. Work hard, and they were wrong. Size does not matter. It doesn't. You can work hard, be talented, and it'll show. It'll show in your game. And also, I'm really, really happy that I had somebody that, like, believed in me as well as the rest of my team. Like, my coach really believed in me. And I would say to my freshman year self, like, you made the right decision. Going with someone who valued you. Going with someone who trusted my game when it can be risky and creative at times. She always gave me the free will to do you. Go play you, because that's why I recruited you to be here. So I would say to my freshman year self, work hard. Size doesn't matter. And you made the right decision by coming here.
Thank God for the safety school.
Thank God for the safety school.
Well, Hannah, thank you so much for coming on the Skyhawk Talk. It was a great pleasure to have you on.
I know, I really enjoyed it. First little podcast.
Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.